Welcome back, treasure hunters. Today's video is going to blow your mind, because that ordinary 5-cent Jefferson nickel in your pocket might be worth thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars. We're diving into the shocking secrets, rare errors, and jaw-dropping auction prices of this seemingly simple 5-cent coin. Don't blink. You could be holding a life-changing fortune without even knowing it. Let's get started. Today, we're talking about a United States coin that's not only hiding in plain sight, but could be your ticket to a life-changing fortune. It's the 1964 Thomas Jefferson nickel. Yes, the simple 5-cent coin minted in Philadelphia with no visible mint mark. But here's the jaw-dropping truth. Certain rare variations of this nickel have sold at auction for prices so high they'll make your heart skip a beat. Think $35,000, $50,000. Even over $100,000 for a single coin that might be sitting unnoticed in a drawer, a jar, or even your wallet. Let's rewind to 1964. The United States Mint was producing coins at a staggering rate to meet a nationwide coin shortage. Among these, the Jefferson nickel was being pumped out in massive numbers. Over 1 billion of them were made that year, with the Philadelphia Mint striking more than 1 billion alone. That sheer number might make you think these nickels are worthless. But here's the twist. Not all 1964 nickels are created equal. Some of them carry minting mistakes so rare, so bizarre, and so valuable that collectors are willing to pay outrageous sums to get their hands on them. These aren't just coins. They're treasure disguised as pocket change. Now let's zoom in on the coin itself. On the obverse side, you've got the iconic left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson, America's third president. You'll see the words, "In God We Trust," arching around the left, and "Liberty," followed by the date 1964 on the right. It's simple, classic, and in some cases, pure gold. Flip the coin over and there's Jefferson's stately Monticello home, seated under the Latin phrase, "E pluribus unum." Below that, the words Monticello, 5 cents, and United States of America complete the design. But here's where things get thrilling. Some of these coins hide secrets beneath that seemingly ordinary design. One of the most sought-after errors is the double die obverse. This rare error happens when the coin is struck twice by the die with slight misalignment causing Jefferson's profile, the words Liberty and the date 1964, to appear doubled, almost like a ghostly echo. Coins with this flaw have fetched insane prices. Another jackpot variation? Off-center strikes. These occur when the coin isn't properly aligned in the minting press, resulting in a coin with part of the design missing or pushed to one side. A 1964 Jefferson nickel with a major off-center error in pristine condition has been known to sell for thousands of dollars, more than enough to fund a dream vacation or even a down payment on a house. But wait, there's more. Repunched mint. Marks, although less likely on a 1964 Philly mint, since Philadelphia coins didn't carry a mint mark that year, have been spotted in error sets and transitional pieces. These coins show the letter being stamped more than once, creating a visible shadow or doubling effect. And in even rarer cases, some 1964 nickels were mistakenly struck on foreign planchets or leftover silver blanks. Yes, silver, resulting in dramatic differences in weight and color. These freaks of minting nature are nearly impossible to spot unless you know what you're looking for, but they have been found in circulation. And when they show up at auctions, the results are nothing short of historic. Take this for example. A 1964 Jefferson nickel with a flawless double die obverse and graded in mint state condition by a professional grading service once sold for over $33,000. Another, off-center strike error with over 50% of the design missing, went for more than $6,000. These aren't just flukes. They're verified sales, documented and confirmed by the most respected auction houses in the numismatic world. And each of these coins started out as just another nickel in someone's change. Imagine tossing a nickel like that into a tip jar without even realizing what you just gave away. So how can you tell if your 1964 nickel is one of these hidden gems? First, look closely. Really closely. Use a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe to inspect the lettering, especially around Liberty and the date, if you notice any do. So the next time you hear that jingle in your pocket, don't ignore it. Take a look. Examine every detail. Because that humble 5-cent piece could be the key to a jaw-dropping payday. The 1964 Jefferson nickel might look ordinary, but in the right condition, with the right error, it's anything but. It's a treasure disguised as spare change, a hidden gem among billions. And it could be sitting in your hands right now, just waiting to change your life forever. We're talking about the 1964 Thomas Jefferson nickel, a coin that seems ordinary but can be worth a small fortune if you know what to look for. Yes, this 5-cent piece, often found in pocket change, has shocked collectors around the world, with rare variations and minting errors that push its value into the stratosphere. Keep watching because you're about to find out why this unassuming nickel could be your ticket to a jaw-dropping payday. Let's talk about the coin itself. The 1964 Jefferson nickel features the bold profile of Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States, proudly stamped with the words, "In God We Trust" and "Liberty," along with the date 1964. The Denver Mint marked these coins with a tiny D mint mark, and in rare cases, even a ghost-like P for Philadelphia has been mistakenly attributed due to errors or confusion, though Philadelphia didn't use a mint mark in 1964. The reverse side displays a detailed depiction of Monticello, Jefferson's iconic Virginia home, with the inscriptions "A pluribus unum, Monticello, 5 cents," and "United States of America." At first glance, it looks like just another nickel. But appearances can be deceiving. What makes some of these 1964 nickels so incredibly valuable are minting anomalies, mistakes or unique variations that occurred during production. A particularly rare and lucrative variation is the double die obverse. This error happens when the coin die strikes the design more than once, creating a slightly shifted or doubled image on the front. Imagine seeing the words "In God We Trust" or "Liberty" appear with a ghostly double imprint. That's the kind of thing collectors go wild for. These can fetch tens of thousands of dollars, depending on the sharpness of the doubling and the coin's overall condition. Another treasure hunt-worthy variation is the repunched mint mark, RPM. In 1964, mint marks were manually punched into the dies, and sometimes they were misaligned or punched more than once, creating visibly overlapping Ds. These RPM errors, especially those from the Denver Mint, are extremely desirable among collectors. Some have sold for upwards of $10,000. And that's for coins that many people would overlook as common pocket change. If your 1964 Jefferson nickel has any unusual doubling or oddly placed mint marks, you could be holding something extraordinary. But wait, there's more. Some 1964 nickels were accidentally struck on silver planchets, intended for earlier coin series, or even on foreign planchets. These rare compositions change everything. A nickel not made from its intended copper-nickel blend can weigh differently, or look slightly off in color, sometimes shinier or duller. And if a 1964 nickel was struck on the wrong metal, its value could skyrocket. Coins like these have sold at auction for well over $100,000, thanks to the rarity and intrigue surrounding minting accidents. To add to the excitement, many of these rare coins have been discovered in circulated condition, which means they were used in everyday transactions for decades before someone realized their worth. Just imagine buying coffee with a nickel that could have paid off your mortgage. That's not fiction. It's happened. One such coin, a 1964 Jefferson nickel with a near-perfect off-center strike and repunched mint mark, sold for an astonishing $32,900 in a major auction. Stories like this send collectors and casual coin hunters racing to check their jars, wallets, and even old piggy banks. Let's not forget about damaged condition coins either. While collectors generally favor coins in mint or uncirculated states, some damaged coins become valuable due to the type of damage, especially if it occurred during the minting process. Known as planchet errors or strike-through errors, these bizarre deformities are rare and sometimes resemble cracks, bulges, or missing features. If you have a 1964 Jefferson nickel that looks weirdly flattened, twisted, or stamped over another image, don't throw it away. It could be one of these elusive, high-value mistakes. Now, here's the real kicker. Despite being minted in the billions, the 1964 Jefferson nickel is still one of the most actively searched for coins in American history because of how many rare and valuable variations exist. Even after all these years, new discoveries continue to surface. often by people who had no idea they were holding something special. Your average-looking, slightly worn nickel might just be a hidden gem worth thousands, especially if it carries the signs of a rare mint error or metal composition mistake. So, what are you waiting for? Dig into that change jar, flip through your coin rolls, and take a second look at every 1964D nickel you find. Your next discovery could be worth more than a car, maybe even more than your house. That unassuming 5-cent coin might just be the life-changing fortune you've been sitting on all along. Stay sharp, stay curious, and never underestimate the power of pocket change. Your treasure hunt starts now.